The Kenosha Theater Project is made possible with the help of Community State Bank and our donors. We thank you all for your faith in our community and historic preservation. The Kenosha Theater. Over the next few videos, we'll tell you the story of how it came to be, what it was like when it was operating, and what has happened since it closed in 1963. There are many Kenosha Theater projects going on at one time. Let's do a recap. In autumn of 2022, Kenosha, right in between Milwaukee and Chicago, a lot was going on at the Kenosha Theater. The vacant apartment building on the corner was about to be raised. The vacant bank building on Library Park was about to be raised. Bill was trying to finish the tuck pointing on the east face of the building before the weather got too cold. And the south face repair was scheduled to be completed next season. Water remained a problem. It had to be diverted away from the structure and into the storm sewers. The two buildings to be torn down were emptied and salvaged prior to raising, and construction fences were built around both buildings. The lift was in place to fix a gutter leak before being put inside for the winter. And we realized that the construction fence that was going up for the new apartment building was going to inhibit any serious work on the south face for an entire season. So this was the time that we were going to get a lot of excavation done and some of the infrastructure work that needed to be done for the theater. We needed to get a sanitation line from Fifth Avenue into the front end of the auditorium. We were closing out 2022 after accomplishing quite a bit. The lobby, which was a mess, is now clean. The holes in the ceiling, the holes in the wall where we had to put new plumbing in, all had to be repaired. There was old drainage. The drains from the kitchens, we had to replace all of them before we were going to put new plaster in. So we took care of all of that. So then it came time for plaster work. And Bill and I brought all the plaster in, and we did all of the plastering. Haley and Case did the first priming, and then actually their case study showed us that we needed to buy a sprayer. We all pitched in on working on the floor part-time. We're going to do a little video on that all by itself. Then on the outer foyer we were working, and then we got better at it as we went along. Bill got pretty good at matching the textures, and then we started hanging up the ornate plaster, which we bought at Decorator's Supply, which is still in business in Chicago. And after a while, it started to look like something. Then we got a sprayer and sprayed the ceiling and walls. And I got to work hand painting the cornices. And I had my friend Kevin Litz who painted all the cubbies and the little shields. The tar removal on the floor was not quite done, but getting there. I found a couple of salvaged chandeliers and hung them in the lobby, and they end up looking pretty nice. The originals are lost to time. Which brings us back to the fall of 2022 when it became apparent that the coming season would be concentrating on outside infrastructure work. The money was not going towards pretty, it was going towards necessary. This was going to be the optimum time to install a new sanitation line to service a handicap bathroom on the ground floor. And while they started leveling things off in March, I got to work on the outer foyer, or foyer. So watch a time-lapse of me working, and here's a song from Hi, I'm Case.
Happenstance, walking lines, made us dance off to the side of these tracks, out of the past, where life collided. And we dredged around winding turns straight ahead. Nothing sure but the dirt, but determined to survive, to see a glimpse of the brighter side. So if fear is a cliff to climb, I'll meet you at the summit. We'll cheer when we've done it all right. Shine lights over darkness, not a spark left to hide from our side. heights we never asked for. So if fear is a cliff to climb, I'll meet you at the summit. We'll cheer when we've done it all right. Shine lights over darkness, not a spark left to hide from our sides. We'll climb till our arms burn through, up to a sunrise view. Though light peels out of tune, that sun will rise from you, for you, for you. Been out of sync, been out of balance. I'm not the happiest thing, but I'm not the saddest. But I've had it with addictions and every name they have for it. Every star-struck heart going mad for it. Every spark gone dark wouldn't ask for it. With the cracks pouring out to bide my time and memorize syllables of clinical emotion, cyclical chemicals with little motive. No, we do it all. Don't wanna move it all. Don't wanna move. We all get demons looming. I'm like evidence to prove it. Protect what we get. Should we lose it? And we forget what it means to be human. Human, human. Sometimes we forget what it means to be human, human. Sometimes we forget what it means. I found another few words, another few colors. Every tint or hue I learned anew is yet another whole shape of other. Headspace fractals looking for even more to cover. And every line gets blurred, so we draw another and draw another. And to bide my time and memorize syllables of clinical emotion, cyclical chemicals with little motive. No, we do it all. Don't wanna move it all. Don't wanna move. We all get demons looming. I'm like evidence to prove it. Protect what we get. Should we lose it? And we forget what it means to be human. Human, human. Sometimes we forget what it means to be human.
There's a lot more to this story, and I have a lot more video about this theater and many others that have been restored. Again, thank you to Community State Bank and to all of our donors for helping us keep this project going.